Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from The Hill that was published on November 1st, and it's written by Joe Concha. CNN's Lemon doubles down. Evidence is overwhelming that white men are biggest terror threat. Now, what gets me about this whole situation is, in order to come up with this fallacy that white men are the biggest terror threat ever, you have to get really creative in how you come up with those numbers. And here he is doubling down, and we've got The Hill kind of making it sound like, oh yeah, well, he's doubling down. But on the same note, they, for all intents and purposes, back his shit. But let's get into the article here. CNN's Don Lemon doubled down Wednesday on his comment earlier this week that the biggest terror threat in this country are white men. Lemon said Wednesday that the evidence is overwhelming that the statement is true. Now, this supposed evidence is literally taking a narrow window of time in comparison and going, yep, see? That's the overwhelming evidence. The CNN's anchor's comments have been condemned on the right, a fact Lemon noted during his Wednesday show. No, they've been condemned by people that aren't on the right either. I mean, I'm an independent, I'm a libertarian, and I condemn the shit. A lot of people condemn it. To say it's the right goes to show the bias. You would think something that's you know, encompassing a whole group, the one gender of a whole ethnic group, you would think that this wouldn't be a left-right partisan issue. The only reason why it is because the left is showing their true colors, because they're the party of racism, they're the party of bigotry, they're the party of low expectations, they're the party that have to demonize someone, and because they're catering, for the minority vote, well, we can't blame all white people because we got these white women here who are Democrats. No, white men. Oh, and those, even though you guys are white men in the Democrat Party, like politician-wise, you get a free pass because you're politicians and you're supposedly there for us minorities. I mean, that's the type of shit that goes on with this. It's so fucked up that this is now somehow an issue of the right, labeling a whole group. Weren't these the same people that go, oh, not all Muslims, but all white men? We gotta love the double standard bullshit. And another thing, Lion Lemon, no matter what he tries to say otherwise, is a racist piece of shit. He's been caught over and over, with his white hate bullshit. I mean, this is ridiculous. Do you bring that up? Well, of course not. Earlier this week, I made some comments about that in a conversation with Chris Cuomo. Lemon said, I said, the biggest terror threat in this country comes from radicals on the far right, primarily white men. No, you said white men, and yeah. That angered some people, but let's put emotion aside and look at cold hard facts. The evidence is overwhelming. What you said was based on your emotions, you racist piece of shit. Oh my God. Now, I love how he talks about that, but if you want to get technical, okay, you want to go with white people. What about Antifa? Oh, that's right. You don't consider Antifa a terrorist organization, even though the federal fucking government does. All right, it's all middle-class fucking soy boys and shit. That's the only white terrorism, terrorism shit that's going on in this country, for the most part. You take some LARPing fuckwits from Charlottesville a couple years back, and there's one of your fucking examples the night that you made the statement. Lemon then referred to a Government Accountability Office report that says since September 11, 2001 terror attacks, right-wing extremists have killed 106 people in 62 different attacks in the U.S., while Islamist extremists have killed 119 people in 23 different attacks. Now, this is what's funny. This is a report that the Obama administration, if memory serves, came up with to push complete bullshit, and it was debunked, if memory serves, as well. And here's the biggest kick in the ass. Since September 11th, 2001. Oh, what happened September 11th, 2001? Can someone refresh my memory? Oh, that's right. The 9/11 attacks. You take that out of the equation, and you can twist shit quite a bit. Keep it in the equation, and this is complete bullshit. This is what goes to show what a lying sack of shit Lemon is and the left is. They literally take the biggest terrorist attack on U.S. soil, wipe it from the fucking record, and go, oh, see, bad white people. I mean, come on now. This is such bullshit. Lemon cited another story that showed that for every 8 deadly attacks by right-wing extremists, there's 1 by left-wing extremists. Really? What is that story? I love how they won't show the story. They won't talk about the story. They won't bring up the story here in the Hill. Because why? It could be easily debunked. Why? Because it was from CNN? Why? Because it was proven fake news? I'm going to say all the above. I mean, this is such ridiculous shit. If he's going to... All right. If I'm going to report on something, you know, even though I do more commentary, but if I'm going to cite something, I'm going to try to provide it in this type of situation. What was the article that he cited? A CNN article, a Washington Post article, New York Times, friggin' all fake news, you know? I mean, come on now. What article is he citing? Or what story? So people who are angered about what I said are missing the entire point. Lemon said, we don't need to worry about people who are 1,000 miles away. The biggest threats are homegrown. The facts prove that. Oh, so you mean like the Orlando nightclub shooting, for example? I mean, that's just, you know, one of those ones. You mean like a September 11th type situation? And what gets me is they don't want to count things like, you know, MS-13 committing terrorist acts. They don't want to count the cartels committing terrorist acts in this country. If you took all those things and you compared across the board, didn't cut out things like September 11th, you wouldn't have this right now to claim. You'd be completely debunked if you didn't wipe September 11th from the record. And you're right, the biggest threats are homegrown, Lion Lemon. You're just trying to say it's the right. What about those Antifa shitbags that you defend, that you want to suck the dicks of, you little faggle of bitch? Because you seem to want to fucking, you know, the way you defend them and white knight for them, it's almost like you want to get on your knees and suck all their little soy boy dicks. I mean, Jesus Christ. You don't condemn them, but, oh, yeah, white terrorism. Oh, it's all right-wing white terrorism. Jesus Christ. I mean, he's doubling down on this shit. And you would think he would get called out. The defense comes after Lemon on Tuesday said that white men, most of them radicalized to the right, were the biggest terror threat after urging people to stop demonizing people. Oh, yes, the demonizing part. Says the guy who's done nothing but demonize anyone who's right of the current Democrat Party, which is pretty far fucking left. Yeah, okay, Lion Lemon, you piece of shit. Not only that, you talk about radicalized to the right and how, oh yeah, you've got a couple hundred fucking LARPers, you know, with the alt-right. You're still trying to tread on that Charlottesville shit to back you up. What about all the little Antifa fucking shitbags? What about happened over there in, what was it, Portland, when they were in the fucking middle of the fucking road trying to direct fucking traffic because they thought they were fucking entitled to, and then they go and attack an old white man. All those white fucking people, asshole, they're not radicalized by the right now, are they? No, they're freaking Democrats. They're far left. They're fucking anarchies, fucking Antifa, you know? They're far fucking left. They're your fucking type of people. You don't say shit about them. But it's white men radicalized by the right. You don't see white men radicalized by the right pulling that type of shit. You see white men on the right, after they get attacked by those little shitbags, put them on their fucking ass like with the Proud Boys. That's about it. And the alt-right has become such a fucking joke at this point that you can't tread on that any longer. So it's radicalized by the right. Oh, Jesus Christ. We have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men. Most of them radicalized to the right, and we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no ban. You know, they had a Muslim ban. There's no white guy ban. So what do we do about that? Well, let's go through your little fucking bullshit fucking statement here, Lion Lemon. You're one of the biggest demonizers of fucking people out there, you racist piece of shit. And you've been caught in pulling racist shit more than once. You shouldn't even have a fucking job at CNN for some of the stuff that's come out of your fucking mouth. I mean, don't get me wrong, you should be able to say what the fuck you want to say. But in your type of position, the shit you said would get anyone else fucking fired. And this whole thing of biggest terror threat being white men, if you're talking, you're talking most of them radicalized by the right. No, almost all of them are radicalized by the left. If you're talking about white men that are terror threats. And if you want to start doing something about them, well, condemn Antifa and its actions. Be very fucking easy for you. Wouldn't it? And you're bringing up, you talk about facts, and you're bringing up the travel ban. The travel ban was not a Muslim travel ban. It was a travel ban from countries that were terrorist fucking hotspots. Not only that, it banned Christians from those regions. Okay? A group within those regions that is persecuted worse than anyone almost anywhere in the fucking world. Because they're Christian. Because of religious belief. Okay, at least in China they get thrown in re-education camps. In the fucking Middle East and the other banned nations, they get killed on the fucking spot. North Korea, re-education camps. Banned countries, killed on the fucking spot. And you try to call it a Muslim ban, but yet those Christians are dying there and they can't get the fuck out either. Because of truck drivers of peace types making it bad for everyone else. And you want a white guy ban because you're a fucking racist. See, only a racist would bring up this idea of a white guy ban. Because here he is. He's talking about Islam, a religion. He's not stupid enough to conflate it. He's showing his true colors here by saying there's no white guy ban. He wants a white guy ban. He's a fucking racist. Okay? He really is. And he says stupid shit, and then he gets to double down on it. A CNN spokeswoman told the Associated Press that neither Lemon nor the network would speak more about the issue ahead of Lemon's remarks on Wednesday. Well, of course. Of course they're not going to. They want this shit to just go away. They know if this starts getting some traction, Lion Lemon could be in some fucking shit. CNN could see some backlash. Because you know what? There are going to be people who watch CNN. Not the Kool-Aid drinkers, but Democrats nonetheless. And they're going to be looking at this going, you know what? He actually said that. That's pretty fucking racist. And they might actually wake up a little bit to what's going on. They don't want that. And they might change the channel, or they might decide, you know what, this shit with the Democrats and their racist bullshit's gone too far. And they might actually vote Republican. So they don't want to talk about it. They just want it to go away. But anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.